Hold on. Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and tonight is another episode in our One and Done series. Tonight, we're taking a look at the power pop band, the GRAYS. This is the band Jason Falkner started after Jellyfish. Let's do it. We are live.
Grant is trying to change the world one track at a time. Grant's Rock Warehouse is keeping it real in the field.
Man, I'm keeping a lot of things in the field tonight. And look at these gentlemen. They're all feeling the feel, the real. That sounds wrong. Anyway, look who's here. We have Webb, we've got Cretin, and we've got DC. And tonight is yet another episode in our One and Done series. Tonight we are looking at the power pop band, the GRAYS. Now, if you've never heard of the GRAYS, you really should, because where did my window go? Oh, there it is. You know what? I really need to get a better setup. Anyway, so if you've never heard of the GRAYS, this is what I'm going to say to you. What if I told you this was a band of members that shaped 90s music and Beyond only made one album? This is almost a super group. When you look at it on paper, it almost is, because you've got Jason Falkner, Jellyfish. You've got Jon Brion, Buddy Judge, and Dan McCarroll. Cretin, what band was Jon Brion in?
He was in Till Tuesday. Well, he toured with The Last Incarnation, and then he produced 2 records for Amy Mann.
100%.
Yes.
But these guys, top notch. And the thing about this band that I'm going to go into, we have 12 people watching. I can see that the GRAYS are going to set the internet on fire. But you've got a democratic band here. No lead singer. Everybody wrote. Everybody sang. They swapped instruments. This band was created on total creative freedom. So they were signed to Epic. There was a bidding war for these guys. But the thing is, this is 1994, and what was going on in 1994, kids?
Grunge.
Nirvana. So, I mean, if you're doing a power pop band and you're in 1994, I don't think this is going to take off. But whatever.
It's a tough sell.
It's a tough sell.
It's a tough sell.
It was. Yeah.
And Grant, you're talking about a democratic process here in this band. But I got to tell you that the real talent was with Jason Falkner and Jon Brion, and the songs that those two wrote, because those other cats may be good players. They didn't bring the song craft, in my opinion. Not to say they can't write anything,
right?
But really, Falkner and Bryan's songs were the creme de la creme.
All right. Well, before we get started, let's see what's happening in the chat. I don't think there's a lot going on, because I don't think the GRAYS are going to set the internet on fire, like I said. But we do have some very cool people here.
I see some new names. I see
Dagon's here. What I said some stupid thing to Dagon. Now he thinks I'm retired.
Dagon or Dagon. I am semi-retired.
Okay. Kevin's here. Kevin, nice to see you.
Pisco and
Pop-O-Matic or Pop-O-Optic.
Pop Optic.
Can you make your name more complicated? I needed just a little bit more.
Like Denny or Sam.
Tim's here. Tim, nice to see you. Thanks for popping by.
But Pisco's platters.
Kevin, thanks so much for the 9K. I am just, compared to all these other channels that I go on, I am just like a minuscule speck.
Shiko is here.
I'll never get anywhere. Psycho, I thought you were having a show right now. You can't be on here and have a show.
How stupid am
What
I?
the hell's he going on? What the hell's happening with him?
It's psycho.
All right. Pop said, I went to one of Jon Brion's Friday night shows once. Wild off the cuff stuff.
Wow,
Cool.
man, it's off the cuff.
Yes.
Webb is a big fan of Psycho, evidently.
Even though I called him Pisco.
Yeah, well, we won't bring that up.
Why you?
Goldie Walks is very curious. Well, we're here just to try to turn you on stuff. Ken?
Oh, Ken White.
What has happened? Nice to see you here.
Hey, Ken White, how about those Indians/Guardians?
Yeah, what about the Indians? I mean, the Guardians.
They are driving hard, and the Tigers are.
Tigers. The Braves swept the Tigers.
So you think
That's
the
how
Guardians
bad
are going? You think the Guardians are going to bring it this year?
I think the Guardians got a good chance of taking the division. If not, there'll be a wild card. But man, they are coming on strong.
Oh,
baseball talk. A little bit.
Popple says, haha, Grant, it's a name in a puzzle. Well, I'm dumb.
It's a name within a puzzle.
Pop Optic.
You got to get the flow. Grant. Pop Optic.
Tim Elliott, Power Pop had a resurgence in the 90s with the bands like Jim Blossoms. I love the Jim Blossoms. New Miserable Experience, I think, is one of the best records of the 90s. You can quote me on that. Yeah, you can go out and find it all day for $1, but it sold big, but it was a great record. I'm with you.
The Greenberry Woods.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
there's another
shit.
one. There's another one.
Wait a minute, DC. You know this guy.
Who?
This is the guy that made the Swede pop documentary last year. He is a friend of Schnee.
Oh, well, then welcome. Well, he's
DC
very knowledgeable.
down here is a buddy of Schnee as well.
Yes, sir.
Well, Pop has been on several times.
I know, but I'm just giving crap. All right. So anyway, we're going to look at the GRAYS. We better get started because we've already shot the shit for too long. And I'm already worked up tonight. So we're going to get started. So this is one of those albums in the 90s. Now, some critics have went on the edge and said that this is a power pop masterpiece. One of the quotes I'm going to say is, well, I'm going to throw it out to everybody in the chat. I'm going out on an ledge. Ro Sham Bo is an album Beatles fan wishes existed in the 90s. Is this, throwing it out to the panel, throwing it out to everybody in the chat, is this a lost classic? So anyway, to get started before I throw it over, released February 22nd, 1994, 13 tracks, 55 minutes. You go 55 minutes, that's a long record. You know how everything worked in the 90s. Hey, let's just keep adding tracks.
59 minutes.
55.
9.
Oh,
Nine.
God
Right,
darn it,
settle
Cretin,
down.
calm down.
It's a candy. It's a breath mint.
But we've got a lot of Beatlesque pop melodies, very power pop. I'm going to throw it over. Hell, I'm going to throw it out to Cretin to start us off. Cretin.
I think
We'll
it's
go
a little
Cretin.
more-
We're going to
There's
go. Huh?
There are heavy guitars on this album. I say it's more alternative rock than power pop.
I don't.
Choruses are catchy.
If only Schnee could show up right now and
It's
his
both.
adjacents.
I say it's both. I'd say it's a mix of both, Cretin.
DC, what do
Yeah.
you think? You're a power pop aficionado. What's your thoughts?
It is not. It's power pop, but not in its purest sense. And I agree with Davey. There are accents of alternative rock, and there's a bit of grunge in here too.
Yep.
Very
Mhm.
slightly spiced with that. But
Mhm.
yeah, we're all right, folks.
Schnee, are you out there? Because jump in real quick if you're out there.
We're all right.
Well, it
All
has
right,
a little
so-
bit of Jellyfish.
So
I mean,
I'm wrong. I got to put this thing on.
No, you're right.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Slipped it right on.
Did you see how smooth I was with that? Well,
Man,
look,
that was
Jenna,
like
look at everybody
seamless.
out there. Watch this.
It's R-rated now.
Seamless.
It just got to be R-rated. Oh.
Anyway, I put that back on. Anyway, Exit Music, bubblegum grunge. I don't know about that. Alternative pop.
It straddles a couple of different forms.
Swirl it all around.
Hello, Rock.
Swirl it all around.
Rock, how are you? Nice to see you tonight. Anyway, let's throw it over to Creed and get his thoughts on it. So you know how this works. Oh my God. Look who's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Annie's telling us to shut up.
And she has no time for this nonsense. She wants let's get to it, gents.
All right, like she even knows this.
She might.
All right. She doesn't. All right, let's get going. So I'm going to throw it over to Creedon. Creedon, what we do on this show, if anybody knows about this record and you can weigh in, we do want your rating out of 10. I'm not holding my breath on this record, but that's what the One and Done series is about. Let's throw it over to Creedon. We'll go Creedon, DC, and then Webb, and we'll circle back around, and then we'll get my thoughts. Creedon, what's your thoughts on this record and your rating out of 10?
Okay, first of all, some quick background information. Ro Sham Bo, the title, is from Northern California, and it's what they call rock, paper, scissors. At least that's what we called it here in New York back in the day. It's a lot of songs, 13 songs for almost an hour. It's the 90s. It's the CD age. It's far too long. I think if you cut off the last 2 songs, instead of 59 minutes, you'd have 48 minutes with 11 songs, and it would be a little more cohesive. But then with 3 different songwriters, there's the problem, and this is the problem with the band, that back in the day, Jon Brion made a tape of the Zombies, and Grant just did a cool show on the Zombies. So
100% with Angie Moon, yes.
And he made a tape for his then girlfriend of the Odyssey and the Oracle, or is it the Oracle and the Odyssey?
Odyssey and the Oracle.
Yeah, I was
Odyssey
right the first time. The Odyssey and the Oracle. He made a tape for his girlfriend. He was jamming with his 2 buddies, Dan and Buddy, oddly enough. And he invited Jason Falkner down for this jam. And they gelled and they liked playing together. And when the record companies got wind of it, they said, oh, we got to sign these guys. So they signed with Epic. And they released this album in early 94, as Grant said. And Bicycle Legs pointed out to me, our buddy from Australia, Bicycle
Never
Legs,
heard of him.
that earlier this year on Record Store Day, they actually released it on vinyl for the first time, but it was on black vinyl. Shouldn't it be on gray vinyl if the band is called the Grays? Now,
Hey, I'm not. Hey,
Rim shot.
you would think it would be gray, but you know that costs much. That costs more probably.
Yep. Now, this was produced by Jack Joseph Pugh. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. And when the record came out in early 94, the first single, Very Best Years, was released as an EP with 2 cover songs, which I'll get to at the end of my spiel here. Lenny Castro, famous session player, plays extra percussion on the record, and Martin Tillman plays cello on a few tracks. And of course, Jack Joseph Pugh produced Jellyfish, U2, Green Day, Black Crowes, Weezer, etc.
Bee Gees.
So that's all my background info. Now, I do have detailed notes for every song, but it would take too long. So I'm just going to hit some highlights.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know how detailed Cretin is.
We love Cretin when he does that.
Yeah.
Just assume that he has all of it documented in colored diagrams, with images, and God only knows what he's got. On that. Show us your paper. Show us your paper.
5.5 pages of notes.
Look at that.
What?
Overachiever. That's what we've got here.
Unfortunately.
He's the guy that turned in the 30-page term paper when they said 5 pages.
And
Wait a minute.
also
Wait a
all of
minute.
his notes are notarized.
Ooh.
No, I didn't prepare anything to play. I have to make some income off this show.
Yeah.
If I do everything with songs, I'll never make anything.
Why don't we all give 2 picks to click for Annie T so she could go on the YouTube
Okay.
and
We will.
listen.
That's
Yes.
sort of how I worked it out. But the whole thing is that what you were saying, DC, at the beginning, this is kind of almost an impenetrable album to get into because you have 3 different songwriters and the songs are all jumbled up. So what I did today to make my individual song notes, I played all the Falkner songs and wrote notes. Then I played all the Jon Brion songs and wrote notes. And then all the Buddy Judge songs and wrote notes. So that's how I did it. I figured it would be easier to do it that way. And it was easier to digest the record just by focusing on the songwriting and who's singing what song. So track number 1, the first single, Very Best Years, was the first single and video from the EP, the only video recorded from this album. MTV probably showed it only during 120 minutes back in the day.
Yeah.
Starts out with a real catchy guitar hook with some nice pumping bass behind it. At the 22-second mark, the verses and the vocals start, and there's this insistent electric guitar riff behind it. So it's heavier than power pop. It has that bam, bam, bam behind it. So I think it's heavier than almost every power pop band except maybe Cheap Trick. There's also some shimmering acoustic guitar at the end of each of Jason Falkner's vocal lines. And at the 45-second mark, Falkner's vocals ape the guitar line when he sings, "Yes, there is something you could do, my love." And the way he sings it with the guitar line, it's super catchy. And it enters into one of my favorite choruses from the 90s. It's so friggin' melodic, nice backing vocals throughout, and then you go back into the heavier verse. You have subtle keyboards on this record, and the keyboards in the 90s were much better than the 80s, I think. They sound more harmonically pleasing to my ear, but they don't overwhelm any of the songs on the record.
So just to break, do you think that I think that the 80s had a lot of digital keyboards, and I think that the trend, they kind of went out to analog sounding keyboards, and that might be what you're hearing.
Yep. And it's definitely more of a garnish throughout the album. The guitars and the vocals are the most prominent features on the whole record. You get a melodic middle 8 section at the 2-minute mark with excellent band harmony vocals, and then you go back into the awesome chorus. To me, this is the perfect meeting, I have it in my notes, of alt rock and power pop. This song has a certain swagger. It's got that Badfinger swagger, yet it's also very accessible. And it's obvious why it was the first single. You get some nice, slightly beefy guitar work and fine bass playing to take this song out on a sterling note. So that's the first of my Jason Falkner songs I'm going to highlight. Then I'm going to go to track 8 called Both Belong, 4.5 minutes, just about. And this is an acoustic song, and I love the opening acoustic work, very chiming and charming. And Falkner has a very plaintive vocal on this song, and it adds to the song until the bass and keyboards come in at the 1-minute mark. Exquisite harmonies enter the fray next, along with the drums. More excellent bass work from here, and it's probably Jon Brion playing the bass, because the Jason Falkner song, I'm guessing he plays guitar. This should have been a single, because I think it's a wonderful acoustic ditty, mint harmonies throughout, and I love it. It's probably my second favorite song after Very Best Years. Now I'm going to highlight, so that's Very Best Years, track 1, and Both Belong, track 8. I'm going to go on to the Jon Brion songs and highlight 2 of those. Track 3, 4 minutes long, was the second single from the record. Only released as a promo CD. It was not a commercial single, unfortunately. Guitar alt rock with an ear candy chorus, but it doesn't shy away from the heavy rock guitars throughout the song. And I dig the jazzy break where Dan McCarroll, the drummer, is only playing on his cymbals. Some really nice China work for about 15 seconds until the full band kick in at the 2:24 mark. Some striking guitar work here, probably from Brian and Judge, because of Jon Brion's song. Then I'm going to go to the third single, Jon Brion's, Not Long for This World, coming in a hair under 5 minutes. Surprising choice for the third single, promo CD only, because it might be the heaviest song on the record. There's a real guitar presence on the song. You get a multitude of slashing lead and rhythm guitars throughout this song. I definitely recommend this song for people who like their alt rock or power pop a little heavier. You get a dose of heavy revved up guitars here. So those are the 2 Jon Brion songs. Track 3, same thing, and track 10, Not Long for This World. Moving on to Buddy Judge, the guitar player. Track 2 on the record is it's 5 minutes and 43 seconds long. And there's a long intro build with each instrument getting added to the mix until the full band and the snaky lead guitar kick in. And to my ears, this song harkens back to the psychedelic 60s. That's why I think it's odd to put this to track 2. Sounds like a George Harrison Beatles song, like one of those George Harrison sitar Beatles songs. Also, it reminds me of Corner Shop, Brimful of Asher.
I love that track. I love that record.
That came out 3 years later in 1997, but this has that psychedelic feel. Also reminds me of the Byrds during their psychedelic era. Let's see, I think it's an odd track too. Like I said, I love the bass on this song, the harmony and backing vocals throughout, and the way it ends with those cool reverse vocals. So it's definitely a throwback song. Weird at the pole position of number 2, but it's a good song. Then my favorite song from Buddy Judge here, track 9, 3.5 minutes. It's called Nothing. Starts out with piano, a little bit of drums. And
Is that a cat?
I hear Dementia Cat.
Is that your damn cat?
It's okay.
What the hell is happening?
The cat's.
Wait a minute. The cat is meowing during the show.
The cat's out of the bag.
You're interrupting Cretin. Your cat is interrupting Cretin.
Sorry, Davey.
It's okay.
It's all good. Come on.
Is that Dementia Cat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't care then. It can meow all
Look
day.
how cute he is.
Yep. Black and white kitty. So track 9, Nothing. It's 3.5 minutes. The band kicks in at the 14-second mark after the piano and the drums. I lost my place now. Another stellar chorus on this song. And to me, this song, Nothing, sounds more like a Jason Falkner or Jon Brion song. I like Judge's line, nature abhors a vacuum, nothing can last forever, in the middle 8 bridge section. And it ends with some wistful piano, and then it goes into this swirling calliope sound. Sounds like a circus keyboard that goes right into the song I just mentioned from Jon Brion, Not Long for This World. This is my favorite of Buddy Judge's contributions to the album. Track 9, Nothing. And then just to briefly mention the 2 cover songs from the EP. I don't know if anyone else listened to them and wrote them up.
I did, but
nice.
Didn't write them up.
Outdoor Miner, M-I-N-E-R, is a cover of a Wire song from their 1978 album Musical Chairs. It was the fourth single. It was the 4th single from the album, and it came out in 1979. So nobody really knew who they were here, but they were much bigger in England, obviously. Post-punk band Wire, very influential. I used to have a few coworkers that played Wire all the time. And Now, Wire's version is is a hair under 3 minutes, and the GRAYS version is only a little over 2 minutes. And they cut out the keyboards from Wire's version, so it's just guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. They speed up the tempo a little bit, and to me it comes across as 80s REM. It has that IRS indie records from REM before they went to Warner Brothers feel to me. Like I said, they delete the keyboards to strip it back. It's less haunting than the original, but I think it's a cool cover because it's not a huge popular song. And then the last song I'll mention, they cover the Rolling Stones' Complicated, written by Mick and Keith from, Between the Buttons from 1967. It's tracked like 8 out of 10 on the American and something like 10 out of 12 on the, there are more songs in the American version, whatever. But it's a really deep Stones track. It's not an obvious hit. Everyone always covers the hit, so I wish the GRAYS would have lasted more than one album because they picked interesting songs to cover. See, Dementia Kitty agrees with me. And
what are you squeezing the cat? What is happening with you, DC?
He just on my lap. He's getting he's a little more squirrely the last week or so.
All right, that's good. He's squirrely though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to finish up, I like the way the bass and the drums stand out on this song, and the na-nas are really good on this song. It's another great choice for a cover since it's a Stones deep cut and not a hit. So those are my notes, just highlighting.
Marlon. Excellent. Marlon says, take a breath, Cretin.
Well, I'm trying to go fast.
No, you're good. Papa Plectic. I don't like name dropping, but I was lucky enough to interview Falkner for Schnee's old fanzine Pop Sided. Not many people read it.
I did.
You wrote for Schnee's fanzine?
I was a big fan of Schnee's magazine, Pop-Sided.
How did you see it? Wasn't it like in
Borders? No, it was like at my local Borders, and I had every issue at one time. It was a great publication. For my sweet spot with music, man, that magazine turned me on to a ton of great bands and albums.
Cool.
So is that
Loved
how
it.
you got turned on to Mr. Schnee and his world?
Yeah, that's how I first knew Schnee.
All right, cool. Well, Schnee's a good dude. I haven't talked to him for a long time, but he's a good dude. Nothing but the dog in me. Logan says, Cretin on a roll.
Oh, he's yeah.
Wait a minute. Your real name is Michael O'Brien? You're Michael O'Brien?
Well, I guess he is.
Wow. How cool.
I'll say I love
Michael
that.
O'Brien, I
Corn
need you to come
O'Brien.
on this channel.
Pop Optic.
Those guys turn me on to Swede Pop. All right. Anyway, you know how this works. If I'm going to ask Dave. Look at that. He's throwing up the artwork.
That's for the vinyl reissue. It's more colorful and eye-catching, I think, with the purple, the red, the blue, and the yellow.
No
Yeah.
no ski lodge.
Like
Well, we're
that
going to have
one
a
better.
tomorrow
Oh, my
at
God.
9 p.m. on the warehouse. We are going to do a ski lodge facsimile. Sure, why
Oh.
not?
Oh.
Why not? We'll do a fake one. I can
Why
duplicate
not?
that. I can duplicate that show. What are you talking about?
I could play the Buckinghams too, you know.
Yeah, I can play the Buckingham. I mean, if he's not doing it, someone's got to fill in. I'm just
Guys,
joking. I'm not going to do that.
Have a little stinker.
I know. We're having fun tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate everybody coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
There's more people watching now.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, a new tubes. Oh, my
I've been
brain is
watching a
gonna
lot of
explode.
Charlie Sheen. I'm sorry. I
That
will
doc is
contact-
great, by the way.
Got an
Oh,
wait a minute.
love
Pop
it.
says I will contact you tomorrow, Grant. I've got a new Tubes documentary.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
why are you not on the warehouse, Pop?
Come
Come on,
on, Pop.
man.
Man, we can talk tubes.
Oh, I love
All right,
the
well,
tubes.
all right, everybody. Let's keep this together, though I'm very loose tonight. Cretin, what is your rating out of 10 for this record?
Well, maybe the Buddy Judge songs aren't as good, just like DC said, as the Falkner and Brion songs. It's a little too long at almost an hour. So I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's something we used to play a lot in the record stores back in the day. I think it's a really good album. It's not perfect. It's not a 10, but I think it's really good. And Very Best Years is such a great opening track and such an amazing, catchy song. It just brings up the record. So 8.5.
8.5. That is an excellent rating. Cretin, I know you never disappoint. Though I don't care. I want the whole idea for this is in all, let's be honest here. We're just trying to turn you on to stuff, and we only want to turn, if we don't like something, we will let you know. If Cretin says that's an 8.5, it's an 8.5. Anyway, all right, we'll keep it going. Tubes are killer.
Love the tubes.
You're not shy.
Come on.
Come on, Pop. You're on here. I'm gonna book you. You're coming on. I don't care. You
can do it.
You can
You
do
can
it.
do
Jesus.
it.
Wow,
Hell,
you know,
if
wow.
Webb can do it, you can do it. All right, let's throw it over to DC. DC, Tune Time. Nice to see you tonight. As
Hey.
always, what is your thoughts on Ro Sham Bo?
All right, folks. Hello to everybody tonight. Initially, this album passed me by. I didn't know anything about it. I don't know if it was Pop-Sided, Schnee's magazine, but I started reading things here and there about this GRAYS album. By the time it was on my radar, I couldn't find a damn copy anywhere. And come in, Dementia Cat.
Don't squeeze him so tight.
Both hands up.
Both
I'm
hands.
searching high and low all over the place. I cannot
Quit.
It ain't gonna be quick, Marlon, but it'll be entertaining. If not, go make a sandwich.
Mow the lawn, Marlon.
Mow the lawn.
I
I
don't
couldn't
think he
find it
mows.
anywhere. But lo, one day I'm in everybody's records in Cincinnati. What do I see staring at me in the used bin? But
Cool.
this fair album.
Oh,
Scooped it up, bought it, love it. Now I will agree with Davey in that this is a Democratic band, but really they should have kept all the songwriting with Falkner and Jon Brion, because aside from Nothing, which is a Buddy Judge song that I really like, the rest of his material just does not stand up to the other two songwriters. We can look at the first three songs on this album, and I'll tell you, that's how things go as far as where the talent lies. Very Best Years. This is a Falkner tune. It's a standout. I'm not going to go into detail because Davey covered it greatly. Then you get a Judge tune, Everybody's World. It doesn't have the pizzazz of the Falkner Brion material, but it's serviceable. It's not bad, but just as it stands with those other two songwriters, those guys got the chops, the hooks, the catchiness, the way you put a song together to really make it click. Third song, Jon Brion, same thing. And I put Holy Balls. This is one of those songs that I could put on running loop and listen to for an hour. Great.
Holy Balls?
Holy Balls. I have that copyrighted, folks. So I get my beak wet if you start saying it.
Right.
Great guitar riffage, vocals, and then you get that guitar burst through in on the chorus. And like Davey also said, you get a little bit of a jazz type drums in there at a certain point in mid song, and then it boom kicks in all the way to the end. This would have been on my top 10 songs of 1994 when we did that show, but I was going to save all my mojo on this for our actual programming on this album. But thankfully, Grant did mention this album, so all bases were covered. I'm not going to go into all the songs, but Oh Well Maybe is another one from Falkner. That's one of my favorites here. Nothing Between Us, Jon Brion, another favorite. Not Long for This World, I also like Jon Brion. It's the rockinest tune on the album. If I was going to rate this,
yes,
and if they kept it a little tighter time-wise and left it to Falkner and Brion to write all the songs, this could be a stone cold 10 easily. I'm going to kneecap all the rest of the Buddy Judge stuff. I can't actually do that because that is part of the album proper. So I'm going to have to come in with and I'm generous with stuff I love. I'll come in with a 9 on this, based on the Falkner, Jon Brion stuff. And if you like Jon Brion, here's his solo album. This is also very good.
Cool.
Richie Falkner over Jason Falkner from Marlin. All right. Sorry, what'd you give that, an 8?
I gave it a 9.
You gave it a 9.
It'd be a 10 if you just had Jason Falkner and Jon Brion songs on it.
Well, what I keep hearing a lot from what I heard from Cretin, and I've already heard from you, I'm just going to weigh in a little bit, is that this almost seems like a Raspberry situation. Because if you listen to the Raspberries albums, obviously Eric Carmen dominates. And then you've got Wally, who I think comes in second. Now, Dave, he's okay, but I don't think Dave's songs are quite as strong as Wally's and Eric's. Eric's songs are always at the top. So I kind of look at the grades like that. Because, they all wrote. These guys all write. But I just see a lot of parallels between this and the Raspberries.
That's a great point. I think Smalley brought more of a country flavor to the songs he wrote as well, which was a nice mix. And I think he was a little better than the third wheel in this band. Man, I hate to hammer on people, but I'm just being honest of where I feel like the songwriting talent lies. That's what broke this band up, because it was supposed to be so democratic.
Yeah.
The producer of this album, he just said Falkner is the de facto lead, and Jon Brion, your second banana, and the rest of you guys, just play competently. And that
exactly, you nailed
those
it.
other two guys, why I oughta. So I'm done.
Thank you, Ken, because I always try to be spot on.
Someone had mentioned
what about a little bit
Pop-O-Matic, or what was it, Poptastic? He said this is like a more, he said it was a more mature Jellyfish. I think it's not as flourishy a Jellyfish. That's how I would describe it. It didn't strike me as more mature, more guitar centric, and not as orchestrated version of Jellyfish is what I would call it.
I think that's pretty good. I like that.
I'm freaking done.
I agree.
Yeah.
Pop optic.
Yeah, what are you all talking about here is pretty much how I feel about the band overall. They lack a strong identity.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are the Grays? It's different every song. Okay, Jukebox, I think you have a good point. Think about Jellyfish. Now, I saw them on the tour of the first album, and Jason Falkner really didn't stand out. Roger Manning stood out.
The drummer. Who's the drummer? Sorry. I didn't mean to.
The brand. Well, I wasn't thinking Andy
Sturmer.
He's kind of the leader, right? He was the leader.
Well, he was the lead vocalist drummer, but I think he and Roger pretty much ran the show. But I mean, I saw Jason Falkner there on that tour, but he didn't make an impression like the other guys did. So it's kind of like that. I'm not trying to take anything away from Jason Falkner at all. I love his work, but he didn't really stand out amongst the whole Jellyfish boy situation. So
it's kind of like George Harrison. He never could shine as the third songwriter with Lennon and McCartney, and Falkner had the goods just like Harrison had the goods, but it's hard to break through when you got two elite.
So you're saying Jason Faulkner's George Harrison?
He is the George Harrison of the
Dave Smalley of the band.
The Dave Smalley, if you will.
Cool.
All right. So far we've got an 8.5, we've got an 8 and a 9. Anybody else in the chat that has anything you want to weigh in on this record? If you know this record and give me a score out of 10, I will take that now. Anyway,
we need to hear from Webb.
We're going to throw it over to Webb, but I can listen to Webb ramble on and take scores.
I'm not going to ramble on. I am going to say there is another Democratic songwriting band out of Nova Scotia called Sloan, where all the guys write songs. Yeah,
all
CDC,
yeah, I've seen Sloan.
All faux.
Yeah, so have I, and they're really good. They're old now, but they're good. I heard a lot of Sloan melodies in these songs too. I wrote that down on several songs. DC, every song you named were the ones that were my favorites. I'm telling you, we were right on. I'm telling you, DC.
There you go. We're locked in.
So a quick 30-second backstory, Grant.
Look at this. Wait, whoa, before we go over to Webb.
Oh, well, shit.
Marlon actually gave DC some props, I think.
Wow, that is a stunner.
I'm just gonna.
That may have made my day, week, and month, and whole fall.
My goodness, I've never seen that. Yeah, you better go hose off, DC. All right, Jukebox coming in with a 7, so we've got another score. I don't think we're going to get a lot of votes on this record tonight, but that's okay because in the warehouse, all we try to do is keep it real in the feel, and this show is definitely keeping it real in the feel. All right, let's throw it over to Webb. Webb, what you got?
So the backstory is I had a friend, we were talking Jellyfish and all the offshoots, and he mentioned the GRAYS. This was 4 months ago, and I had never heard it.
Quit brown nosing, Webb. Oh my God.
Who am I brown nosing?
Hey, Webb's. Hey, Marlon's throwing it out there. I didn't say that. I just thought it was funny.
Jesus Christ. All right, Marlon. All right. See, Marlon throws me off now. See, Marlon.
8.5. All right. Sorry. I'm going to take this score and then I'm going to turn it over to you and not say a word. And Marlon, don't say anything that makes me want to throw it up on the screen. All right. We got an 8.5 from Pop. All right. Thanks, Pop. All right, Webb, go ahead. I'm ready.
Anyway, about a month before, Cretan said, on one of our shows, let's do a one and done on the GRAYS. I had only heard the GRAYS for a month before. I never heard of the
Okay.
band, never
Good.
heard of the song. And when my friend told me to listen to it and I listened to Very Best Years, I was hooked. I mean, that song is absolute brilliance. I mean, it is. That descending, that, that.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It does have the jellyfish, bang, bang, bang part. I thought that was kind of jellyfishish. That's hard to say.
Fishy.
Words are hard.
The recording is vibrant and clear and pristine. So, Logan will love that. It's by far my favorite song on the album. There are a lot of good songs, but that's my favorite. I think this song should have been heard by millions of people, and it's a shame that it hasn't been. So if you do anything, listen to that song, and then it'll make you listen to the rest of the record. I liked Everybody's World, except that it kind of took a minute and 30 seconds for the vocals to start. Come on, guys. I hear "Baby You're a Rich Man" Beatles song, vocal or verse melody in that, which is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you go back and listen to it, you'll hear it. Falkner's by far the best songs on here. "Oh Well Maybe," I put here in Sloan's vocals, cool guitar solo. There's 2 guitars in there. I said it sounds like an electric mandolin, so check that song out. "Both Belong," the acoustic one, which Cretan was talking about, it has a lot. That's a great song. "Not Long for This World," like DC said, I'm piggybacking on that. That's the most rocking song on the album. Has a big riff in it, highest energy, up tempo. Sounds like they could start if they did a show. I don't know did they play live? Did they ever?
That
play live?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Well, they should have. If they did, they should have started with "Not Long for This World." I wrote that actually the last song, which is a Brian track, is pretty cool, but it just 6.5 minutes to end a record. I don't know. It's already too long, but it's kind of a cool song.
Yeah. What are you doing here, folks? What are you doing?
Right. But I would recommend this album to people that want to hear 3 different songwriters, although, as we all agree, Falkner's are the best songs. And then second in line is what DC said with Brian. And Judge, he's there. And that's exactly why they never made another album, because the best songs were by Falkner. And it just came out at a bad time. But the album sounds great. There's no identity like Cowboy, like Jukebox Cowboy said. So I agree with that. And
Or Jukebox Hero.
if you want to hear, well, yeah. But if you want to hear catchy melodies, you want to hear great alternative power pop songs, just listen to the album. I mean, maybe do it in 2 listens, because it's long. Maybe do it in 3, or just do it because you owe yourself.
Each songwriter.
Yeah. Marlon, there's no reason for me to kiss up to DC.
He gains nothing by agreeing with me on my take, because everybody hates my picks anyway. So.
Marlon's just stirring the pot, Webb. You know how he
loves
is.
to stir my pot.
He loves it. He loves it.
I know, but I love him when he does it.
Tim Elliott, hold on. I did do a Jellyfish show with Schnee and the Wax.
Yeah.
So if you go down below and look for it, we did do a Jellyfish show already. So.
And I said this song wasn't going to sell like but Jellyfish didn't sell either. I mean, think about it. Did Jellyfish sell? And
Why do people reject music that's got fantastic melodic passages and vocals? And I don't know. I'm on the wrong planet, because the bands that I love and I think should be on the tips of everybody's lips are just forgotten about, or not even ever discovered. This is one of those bands.
And it went unnoticed because of the timing, right? I mean, because grunge '94, you had Soundgarden, Super Unknown with the great, you had all this stuff that was just selling millions of records and all over MTV, and it just was just ill-timed, so it was never going to sell. So with all that, with the quality songwriting, the great production, even though it's too long, I'm going to give it an 8.5. And I think that Very Best Years is a 10. I mean, like we've said, we all agree that song is absolute. Add it to your list. I probably listened to it about 7 or 8 times in a row when I first listened to it. And for this guy, that's a big thing because I'm
always
quick to
mowing
say
the yard. So you've got to really capture him when he's not mowing.
It's been 11 days since I've mowed the lawn.
My God, you must be going through withdrawal.
I am. I need to just
He
go
loves
roll
that
around
damn
out in the
yard.
grass, and
He
bond
loves
back
that damn
away.
yard.
But for people that are out there who haven't heard it, just give it a listen and listen to the first song, and you'll get sucked in. Maybe by the end you'll be like, okay, and you'll go back and listen to the first song again, and you'll find 4 or 5 other good ones. You will. So
all right, cool.
There you go, Marlon.
Tim Elliott.
Marlon's going to bust your ass all the time.
Tim Elliott makes a great point.
Read that, DC. Read that.
Didn't Jellyfish get more popular long after they were done? The fan club box is a collector's item. I got it when it came out. Yeah, I did too. It came out from Not Lame. And to the core people, the DCs and the Schnees of the world, yes, Jellyfish, GRAYS are held in high regard. And that box set is a real gem of a collection. Somebody had mentioned about Andy Sturmer he does music for a lot of animated shows. He's making money hand over fist doing that kind of work. So hats off to him. I don't think he really wants to get back into, creating pop rock just for release as albums.
I'm going to send Schnee a message because he has to be, it's like he's being mentioned all the time.
Jay's comment nailed it exactly. Jay knows his poop. He knows his shit. He said it was too. I don't know if you can pull it up, Grant. I know you're too busy doing other stuff, but I'm
texting Schnee.
He said it was too complex. He said it was too complex. These songs for the passive radio listener, and that's right on.
Grant, when you first wait a minute, when you went first right. I don't know what that means, Marlon.
No, he's saying you went first because he's saying the show should be over.
The order.
That's what he's saying.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't go first. Okay, we mentioned that. Pop, yeah, Tim. Jellyfish is now one of those musicians. 100%. I think that they were a musicians band back in the day. When I saw them twice, I saw them on the debut album tour. I saw them on Spilt Milk. I think that they were a musicians band then because no regular public, I don't think the regular public got it. It was timing. The early 90s, how did they fit in? It's like Big Star in the early 70s. They didn't fit in. It's a same kind of thing.
I'm going to pick. Go ahead, Webb.
I was going to say Thomas nailed it too, I think, right there.
Whoa, look at this. I almost moved to Colorado to work for Bruce at Not Lame. I made the right choice. He. Mr. DC worked for Bruce.
On a freelance basis, I handled a lot of the cartoony artwork for his projects.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to give my 2 picks to click, my 2 songs that check it out here on YouTube after the show and see if old DC isn't wrong here. I love Same Thing and Oh Well Maybe. Check out those 2 songs and thank me later.
This is interesting. Thomas is weighing in. Buying Ro Sham Bo on vinyl was a dicey experience. You never know if you'll be thrilled or heartbroken. I'm happy to say that the vinyl version is nothing but Thrillsville. So there you go. That's a good. I'm good with the CD. I hold the CD in my hand and I get all worked up. I'm good with the CD because it's way cheaper than the vinyl. I'm going to
answer a Pop Optic query or comment. He says, interesting, DC. Pop Optic, if you remember the cartoon dog that was kind of the mascot for Not Lame, he looked like John Lennon and with the black suit and little string tie and everything, playing the guitar. That's my character I designed for him, and that was on everything, bumper stickers and whatnot. So
it's amazing I even have DC here because DC's at another level.
No, I'm not.
And we're way down here, but DC's like
I'm
the
retired.
Man. Oh,
Jukebox,
you're not retired.
Something good right there. That's good.
Studio Geeks band.
Yeah.
All right. Ringles also. I saw them like on the first or second Ringo All-Star Band Tour. I did.
I got a band for you that's a Jellyfish offshoot that I bet all of us know.
Go ahead.
Imperial Drag, right?
Yeah, I've got that.
Done, right?
One and done.
Yeah.
It didn't really do anything, but it's a good record.
More glammy, wouldn't you say, Webb, in their approach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good album too.
All right, so what's my thoughts on this record? I think everybody on this panel really nailed it. I don't think it's perfection, and it's not bad by any means. I mean, we're talking early '90s, and this, to me, this is a breath of fresh air because it has everything I like. The production is crisp. It's timeless. You can listen to this album today and it doesn't sound out of date. So I'm going to give a credit to that. I think Jason's songs and Byron's songs rise above. Of course, Falkner, I think his tracks are the best. Obviously, he's really talented. His solo material, I mean, some of it's a little bit hit and miss, the critics, but what a good songwriter. I would say if you like this album, or if you like this record, or you just discovered the band, please hit the like button, for goodness sakes. There's not a whole lot. I don't know how much live. Do you gentlemen know how much live material there is out there? When I go out and search, I don't see very much in that.
Did they play any shows? I mean, or was it just a studio project? I don't know.
That's a good question. Cretan, what do you have to know the answer to that? Did they tour at all?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. And I know that because Jack Joseph Pugh liked at least he told Falkner, I like your songs better. That's why he has 5 songs. And once Jon Brion got wind of that, and then Falkner thought he was the leader of the band, Jon Brion quit first, and then the band disintegrated.
Holy
this
crap.
Man knows his stuff.
I know. That's why we always refer to Cretan to get the final analysis. Well, not really. He let us off, but you know what I mean.
I asked AI.
Okay.
Video and audio footage of the GRAYS playing live in Denver in '94 has been posted online.
All right. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it says Denver in '94 has been posted online. And then it says they played some shows. It's confirmed that they played some, but,
Thank you, Logan, for the kind words. I appreciate it. Anyway, what would I rate this album? I think all you gentlemen had good points, and I'm kind of with you. It's not a perfect record. It's like looking at the Raspberry, same kind of thing. Are the Raspberry records perfect? No, but I think you could probably say that each one is probably a 7 or 8. But Falkner, like Eric Carmen, all his tracks rise to the top. What would I give this record? I think I would be happy giving the GRAYS an 8.0. I am happy that it came out when it did. Faulkner is the man, though, on this. I'm just saying.
Did he do a solo album ever?
Oh, he's done
many. See,
probably 5 or 6 at least.
Of course, that was a
Cretan. How many?
There's one.
There you go. How many solo albums has Faulkner done, Cretan?
I think 7 or 8.
Yeah. So
I got 4 of the 7.
I'm just telling you, I didn't.
He's prolific.
4 months ago, I didn't know anything about this, and then I haven't even.
Marlon, Grant, just rate it. You don't have to talk about it. Thanks, Marlon, for the support.
Webb, I'm a little more partial to his first 2. So if you are out there looking around, these 2 are very my favorites.
Louder's coming in with a 7.5.
7.5.
Yes.
All right. Tim says, "I Want to Be With You" is the definition of power pop.
Yes, sir.
Well done, Tim.
Yes, sir.
Grant, another multi-songwriter band that you love, Badfinger.
Ooh, true.
Yes.
I mean, you would. I know this is more Raspberries, but I'm just thinking about bands.
Well, I mean, Badfinger didn't pop into my mind, but Raspberries did right away.
Yeah, Badfinger did. I know, but I was like a Democratic kind of band.
Thomas says there are songs the Grays played on the 3-meter sessions. Acoustic versions are really great. I know they put out an EP that's got some live tracks on it. You can pick that up off Discogs. They're like promos. So I haven't heard them though. One of Falkner's albums was produced by Nigel Goodrich, Radiohead, Paul McCartney et al. 100%.
Yeah, he's Radiohead's producer.
Geez Louise, is Falkner married? Why, are you in the market?
Marlon likes the way he looks.
He could be married multiple times from what I hear on the road. The ladies like him quite a little bit.
Wait a minute. Falkner took $10K, paid Goodrich half, and basically pocketed the rest. Well, it sounds like a smart businessman to me. Ro Sham Bo gets an 8.5 to 9 for me. It's an embarrassment of riches, banger after banger. Thomas,
Yeah.
I'm going to take your 9.
I like Thomas. Thomas has put some good stuff up there.
Yes, sir.
He needs to come on more often.
I don't know why he stays away so much. Anyone familiar with the Italian band Cerrone? You mean like Madonna Cerrone? What is that? Ciccone? I'm not familiar with them, Tim.
I brought up Badfinger. I shouldn't have done that. Now we'll go down that.
Now
route.
look what we've done. Falkner dated Roller Girl too. You all know her. What's her name from
Roller Girl? Yes.
I like. He dated her. Boogie Nights.
Yes. That
Oh,
is,
what's her name? Help me. You know who it is.
God.
She's been in plenty of films.
Does her name begin with an A?
Oh, the brain
feel
is
like
terrible. Thomas, you're the man. No, you guys are infatuated with. I'm not. You just haven't heard the record. It's obviously. Chrome is the last name of the 3 brothers. Oh, Cerrone is the last name of the 3 brothers in the band. I have to check it out.
Heather Graham.
I remember her
Heather
name.
Graham.
Heather Graham.
It was the A in Graham that was the only thing that was in my head.
We are 56 minutes in. Let's do a
Oh,
tap.
lovely.
Don't get me all worked
kind
up.
of cute.
Ooh la la.
She's a great actor. She's done a lot of great roles. Don't make her degraded like a piece of meat.
She's cute, but she's no
here we go again.
Liz Fair.
Yeah, she's well.
No, I think she's quite outstanding.
Look up the album Uplands Park Road. All right, Tim is pushing this record hard. All right, everybody, let's see what we've got. I got all the calculations. We end up. Oh, it said provide numbers only. Oh, I see what the problem is.
Yeah, give us that drum roll there.
Higher. It's got to be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we come. You ready? Dirk Diggler, Logan Sim, Dirk Diggler.
Logan knows.
We have an 8.2, a solid 8.2. And I came in with an 8. I'm happy with that. I think that's about right.
Who went low? I guess there were some 7.5s.
There was a couple.
Well, there was a 7.
Well, you didn't take Annie's 0, did you?
No, I would never.
So she threw that up there because she's never heard it, but I think she did rate an album that she never heard with like a 7 or something.
You thought it was
way back in the day.
Party. She was looking for a listening party.
Yeah, she was looking for some music.
Louder is coming in hot. You said I just talked to them 30 minutes ago. Well, why haven't I talked to him?
I wish I just talked to Heather Graham 30 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there you go. I think that the panel can totally recommend this record.
Yes, our seal of approval.
Seal of approval. This came out in the early 90s. It was a breath of fresh air. Yeah, it's not going to fit in with what was going on with the grunge scene. No. But if you like power pop, you like Big Star, you like Give Me Someone, Webb.
I mean, a little bit of Jellyfish.
Jellyfish, you Cretin, give me something.
It's got that good alternative rock, hard, heavy guitar sound. A little
DC,
bit of
give me something.
soul here and there.
A group
collective soul.
A group I showcased on one of our Groups You Should Know programs, the Glad Hands.
Yeah.
I would taste
Sloan.
that.
I mean, it's kind of Sloanish a little bit. Yeah. I mean, if you like Sloan.
Pop says he hears a little bit of Supertramp.
Would love Supertramp.
Less keyboards.
All right, Kevin. Yes. Our work is done here. damn it. Go check these out. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you have not liked, please like. If you haven't subscribed, damn it, I've hit over 9,000. I need more. There you go. Ken White, Grant, big time congrats on 9K, soon to be 10. Yes, please. Let's get these numbers up.
Byron's here.
Yeah, I know, but he just woke up from a nap or he just serviced his wife.
Yeah,
it's one of the two.
Dinner, and then he
probably
had
just
his
had
dessert.
dinner.
Did you just say what you just said? Did you just
Sure. Well, he's got that trophy wife. What wouldn't he be doing? Or he just got done soldering some kind of circuit board.
This is great background for
it's
soldering.
a wonder he even shows up. Thanks for the chat. Contact you tomorrow. Yes, Pop. Get over your stage fright. Get your ass on here. Let's talk some music. All right, Louder. Nice to see you, everybody. Keep it clean. Wrap the rascal. We will see you on the next one. Webb, wait a minute. Before we wrap it up, Cretan, what's coming up on your channel?
I just got this in the mail yesterday. The new
You know what that is?
So I will be reviewing this on Cretan Classics. I'll have a Spock's Beard show and other content coming up. A new episode of Tales from Behind the Counter, record store stories, or whatever I call my series.
I saw that. I need to watch it, Davey. I need to watch it.
And I have a new episode I'm going to tape after this. So
cool.
That's coming up too.
What's tomorrow?
Classics.
Grant, you know what tomorrow is?
We will be ranking the albums of Jane's Addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Webb will be on that show, damn it. I know that's what he wants me to say. And also Webb will be back on Wednesday.
It's my week. It's my week.
Webb,
so you're going to be sick of Webb.
It's a week of Webb, folks, coming at you at the warehouse.
So bands, little known bands that you should know about, Webb will be the special guest on that show. So.
Yeah. Cool. Spidey Webb.
All right, Thomas says first time caller. You guys are great.
Thomas, yeah, man.
Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it. Please subscribe. Damn it. All right, I've drugged this out. Martin's already drifted off. All right, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Keep it clean. Wrap the rascal and drain the lizard. That's all I'm going to say. All right, everybody. We'll see you.